Welcome to the Warrior Update.
I'm Colton Frizzell. Due to these past few weeks in the polar winds, it has been incredibly cold. Regardless of the weather, it could be sunny as whatever, but still be cold. But today, it is snowing at North Douglas High School, and I would recommend all of you people stay inside and stay warm. Now back over to you. So what do you think of when you hear this term? Love is in the air.
COVID.
That's true. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to show you a word, and I want you to tell me what you think of when you hear that word.
Smooch. I think of a big, long, wet kiss.
So tell me what you think of when you hear this word, Cupid.
I think of a chubby little baby with wings.
Fair. So tell me what you think of when you hear this word, infatuation.
Oh, wow. Infatuation. I just think of someone like being wrapped up in something, in just it being their focus.
I understand that, yeah.
Yeah, okay, good.
Okay, so what do you think of when you hear this word, hugs?
Oh, hugs? I love big, warm hugs.
Thank you. So what's your favorite Valentine's Day memory?
I think about when 2 years ago I was allowed to stay home because I didn't want to come to school for Valentine's Day. And an online friend of mine and I ended up playing, I think, 14 games of Valorant because we were having fun together. So we didn't end up spending Valentine's Day alone.
That's incredibly cool. Thank you. So what do you think of when you hear this word, smooch?
I think of like awkward kissing, nothing out of the normal. Did you have to pick that? Because that's,
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
When you think of this word, admirer.
I think of like a boyfriend or girlfriend, or just somebody who loves you in return.
That's good, thank you. So what's your favorite Valentine's Day memory?
My favorite Valentine's Day memory was last year when me, my sister, and a group of her friends came to our house, and we painted on, like, with the heartwoods, as well as eating cake and just having, like, a girls' night, basically.
That's good, thank you. Valentine's Day, it's a time of, well, capitalism mostly, but it's also a time where love is in the air, admirers become not so secret, and people are just generally happy in their relationships. Well, granted, anniversaries do the same thing for couples, and it does lead to the sadness of the singles. It also makes the people at the top a lot of money, so I'm not going to complain, or else I won't be able to complain about anything. Anyway, it originally started, now most people know this, when a martyr for Christianity named Saint Valentine's got executed, because that's what martyrs do, and his death date, February 14th, or at least that's his supposed death date. We'll never really know. We only really know it was around mid-February. People just kind of assume 14th. Became a holiday. Now, it also, February 14th, was a festival before this, celebrating love in a lot of cultures, which kind of reminds you of Christmas when you think about it, which was originally winter solstice, which was then adapted into Christmas, and just how that one festival was adapted into Valentine's Day, and just how our holidays will be adapted into something else whenever our empires fall and our stories are forgotten. Hopefully with the advent of technology that can be either prevented fully or at least delayed. However, removing the existential, Valentine's Day is amazing. Now, everyone knows how Valentine's Day started, and if you didn't, I just described it. but not many people know how chocolate got associated with it. Now, when chocolate was first discovered around the 1500s, Valentine's Day was already a not largely celebrated holiday, but it was already a thing on the rise. And you'd expect this new sweet thing, which it wasn't sweet when it was first discovered. It was actually incredibly bitter, but not many people know that thing, this incredibly sweet treat, some might say, to be immediately associated with Valentine's Day. But no, it took about 300 years when one man who you have either heard of or seen the effects of his legacy, Richard Cadbury, decided that it would be a great business opportunity to tie this basically candy by this point. It wasn't modern chocolate, but it was close enough to call it chocolate. Tie this sweet treat to a holiday. And what holiday was on the rise in America and could make him a lot of money because it involves people getting emotional, thus for spending more money? Valentine's Day. So he founded a chocolate company. Well, he didn't found it, he already had it, but he started basically making it an entirely new thing, focusing it on romance. And then other chocolate companies and other candy companies in general picked it up, and the rest is history. You can now find Valentine's Day candy the day after Christmas. It's a wonderful society we live in. Thank you.
And both our boys and girls basketball are currently 8-0. How's your wrestling season going?
It's going great.
How do you think the next meet's gonna go?
Levi Wager is going to dominate the mat with everybody he goes against. I'm teaching him to be the best heavyweight in the lightweight division. And everybody else is going to do good too.
Okay, thanks.
Domination, that's right.
Thanks
for watching. See you next time.